Have you ever apologized just for existing? Apologized for texting too much, for needing comfort, for taking up space, like your presence itself is an inconvenience. Some wounds are not loud, but they quietly reshape you into someone who keeps shrinking so you won't disturb the world. And the hardest part is this. After a while, you stop hearing your own voice. You only hear the label someone placed on you long ago: burden, problem, disappointment. In the spirit of Buddhism, suffering is not a sentence. It's a bell that calls you back to awareness. This is a feeling arising, this is a story repeating. You may not get to choose where you were born or the absences you inherited, but you can choose how you live from here, lighter, clearer, and kinder toward yourself. Compassion begins at home, inside your own chest, on where you've been holding your breath for years. If these words make your heart soften, do one small thing right now. Place a hand on your chest, take 3 slow breaths, and whisper, "I am not a burden." And if you know someone who's carrying their pain in silence, share this video with them or send one simple message: "I'm here." One sentence, offered with warmth, can change the shape of a whole. And this is where Rāhula's story begins to feel painfully familiar. He was born into a palace, yet his earliest inheritance was not luxury, it was distance. A father who had left, a silence that adults explained with noble words, while a child simply felt the empty space at the table. When the Buddha finally returned, Rāhula did what any child would do. He followed him, not for riches, but for reassurance. His request for an inheritance was really a request to be claimed. To hear, without doubt, "You belong to me, you matter, I will stay." But the Buddha did not respond in the way the wounded heart expects. He offered no quick repair, no dramatic reunion, no promise to fill the missing years. Instead, he gave Rāhula a different kind of inheritance: a bowl, a robe, and the invitation to train. To a child, that can feel like being left again, only this time with a spiritual explanation wrapped around it. And if you've ever waited for someone to return and finally make things right, you know how the mind reacts. So I wasn't worth staying for. I'm still not enough. Yet Buddhism doesn't argue with that pain. It meets it. And then it asks, quietly, the question that changes everything. What will you build from this? Another prison or a path? When that question, prison or path, is where healing becomes real. Because the mind will naturally reach for the old identity, the unwanted one, the abandoned child, the person who must earn love. And when we live from that identity, we don't just suffer, we leak suffering. We over-explain. We people-please. We test others. We go silent. We lash out. Not because we're bad, but because the wound is still trying to protect us. Rāhula's transformation shows a gentler possibility. You can honor the pain without obeying it. You can stop begging the past for permission to be okay. In Buddhist practice, this is the beginning of freedom, turning your attention from "why did they leave?" to "how do I train my heart now?" Not as punishment, but as compassion. Not to become perfect, but to stop creating new harm from old hurt. If this message is helping you, even a little, please support the channel. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Those small actions tell the algorithm to send healing content to people who are quietly struggling. And now, let's move into the first practice the Buddha taught Rāhula. Something you can use tonight, in real life, when your emotions start to rise. The first practice is often described as the mirror training. a way to protect your life from the damage of unexamined emotion. The Buddha taught Rāhula to reflect before, during, and after an action, the way you would check your face in a mirror before stepping outside. Not to become holy, but to become harmless. Before you speak, pause for one breath and ask, is this coming from clarity or from old pain? Will my words reduce suffering or multiply it? Yes, while you're speaking, stay close to the body. Feel the jaw, the throat, the heat in the chest. Notice the moment your goal shifts from understanding to winning. After it's over, be brave and gentle. Did I cause harm? If I did, can I repair it without drowning in shame? This is Buddhist wisdom in everyday clothing. Because when the wound is triggered, it wants to drive your mouth, your tone, your choices. The mirror practice gives you back the steering wheel. It teaches you to stop passing your hurt forward into your partner, your parents, your friends, your future. Tonight, try it in one small moment. Before replying to a message that stings, take a breath and hold up the mirror. Ask quietly, what will this cost? Then choose the answer that keeps your heart clean. And this is the quiet miracle of Rāhula's story. The wound did not vanish, but it stopped being his name. The Buddha's guidance didn't erase the past. It taught Rāhula how to relate to it with wisdom. Alongside the mirror practice, he was encouraged to return to the breath, a home that never abandons you. When emotions surge, 10 slow breaths can soften the urgency, so you don't turn a moment of pain into a lifetime of regret. And with the insight of not self, you begin to see. Feelings arise and pass like weather. You can experience abandonment without becoming the abandoned one forever. This is a gentle path, but it is powerful. Healing, in Buddhist spirit, isn't dramatic. It's daily. It's choosing one kinder sentence. It's pausing before reacting. It's repairing when you've caused harm and forgiving yourself enough to keep practicing. If this video brought you even a little warmth, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs reassurance today. And in the comments, write, "From today, I choose to be a practitioner." Let this be a small vow, so your heart can grow lighter, your life can feel more open, and your compassion can become something you live, not just something you admire.